The Northeast Tennessee Music Initiative brings musicians, venues, music industry professionals, and music nonprofits in Northeast Tennessee together to gain a better understanding of the music ecosystem in our region. Here to share with us more about the Northeast Tennessee Music Initiative is Dr. Stephen Marshall with the ETSU Research Corporation. Good morning.
Good morning.
We said a lot there, but there's a lot going on here.
There is.
There is, and it's all going to start with the census. Kind of walk us through the initiative and what's going to be taking place.
Yeah, absolutely. So about a year ago, the director for entertainment for the state of Tennessee, Bob Raines, reached out to me and said, hey, we're going to be launching these music communities across the state. And the whole idea here is that we want to really understand what the hate the word, but the ecosystem of the music community is, right? So venues,
basically what's going on.
Yeah, what's happening, all the different things that would support a music industry. You know, the places that you buy gear, the sound reinforcement, all. We need to map all that, right? So that's really what that music census is. And so, but let me go backwards. So Bob said, you know, we're going to run these across the state. We think East Tennessee would be the greatest place for us to start this statewide initiative. And I said, I cannot agree more. You know, you think about the birthplace of country music, you think about the amazing, unique things that we have here in East Tennessee. And so
all the venues.
All the venues. We have, you know, amazing, not only just in the sense of East Tennessee and the Tri-Cities, and but on the, I think about the Appalachian Highlands and all those things that it encompasses, right? And so I said, amazing, let's go. So you know, I've been here 18 years in this market. You know, I've been at East Tennessee State University. I have never seen the director of economic and community development, the director for tourism development, and the entertainment director for the state all at one press conference saying Nashville wants to do this. You know, so the music initiative, the census will kick off May 1st. And basically what we're doing right now, our call to action, my call to action here today is to say, please go to netn.com, netn.com, and register and become a community partner. And what that means is that we now are collecting those community partners, because the thing about this whole initiative across those 8 counties is that this has to be community led. Right. So we started with, you know, partnering with Northeast Tennessee Tourism and Sync Space and Launch Tennessee and the DB High School Band director, and, you know, thinking about, and the birthplace of country music, right? And so, but really bringing all those different key pieces together so that we can now have those folks reach out to their communities and really activate this, because if this isn't a community-led, you know, initiative, it's just not going to go anywhere. And that's really, the community part of this is very important.
When you think about all of the different venues that we have, all the different artists that we have, sound people, audio people, people in the recording industry that live and make their home here in those 8 counties, it's time to bring them all together, and it's time to make sure tourism is such a big part of our region. This is part of our tourism scene. I mean, it really is, and to bring it to the forefront.
Yeah, and it's really important for us to remember the economic impact of this as well, in the sense of jobs. Workforce development, right? Because music is just part of the human experience. But when you think about the creator economy, and you think about, you know, as a media professor, I study this all the time. But when we think about the way that digital technology has changed the way we create, you know, you have amazing people like Martin Walters that lives in Jonesboro, that's won multiple Grammys, and he's worked out of his studio at his house. You know, you think about Dave Egger, who was at our press conference last week, you know, Juilliard trained cellist who is doing recordings in Bristol for the Rolling Stones. You know, and so remote recordings, Noah Jones, all these different, you can be anywhere in the world.
We have stories like that in abundance.
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Stephen Marshall, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Folks, let's give you the information, netnmusic.com for more. The Northeast Tennessee Music Initiative. Get involved. It is a community involved.